Hi everyone, it's Miss Watson again, and today we're going to do multi-step problem, right? First, we're going to read the problem. James has $212 bills. His younger sister Sarah has $105. They combine their money to buy a gift for their father that cost $235. How much change will they receive? So, boys and girls, first we have to analyze the problem. It's a multi-step problem. So the first step, we are going to add James' amount and Sarah's amount to find the total. The problem said they combine their money, means that they add their money together. So we are going to add $212 plus $105 to get a. So now, boys and girls, we are going to find the total of Sarah's amount and James' amount. Remember, we are using our hundred, tens, and ones frame. Remember, we line up our numbers correctly, hundreds on the hundreds, tens on the tens, and zeros on the zeros. Then remember how we add. We start in the ones place, then we go to the tens place, then we go to the hundreds place. I will give you a few minutes to solve the problem. Now, boys and girls, let's see if we can find the sum of James' amount and Sarah's amount. So if you have 317, your answer is correct. Now that you have done that, we want to look at the other part of the question. How much change will they receive? Now, to solve that problem, we have to subtract the amount for the gift for their father from the total, which is 317. 117 minus 235. Our answer, let us solve the problem. So it's 317 subtract 235. Let's begin our subtraction. So in the ones place, there is 7. So we're going to take away 5 from 7, which will give us 2. In our tens place, there is 1. So we know that we have to regroup. And so we're going to go to our hundreds place and we're going to borrow 100. So now we have. Now I go to my hundreds place and I borrow. Now we have 11 tens. So we will subtract 3 tens from 11 tens. That gives us 8 tens. In the hundreds place, there are 2 hundreds and we are borrowing 2 hundreds. Therefore, our answer is 82. Hi everyone, it's Miss Watson again, and today we're going to do some more multi-step problems. Let's look over the problem together. Trisha's mother let her play outside for 120 minutes. When she went outside, she played with her dogs for 45 minutes. Then she rode her bikes for 34 minutes. She spent the rest of the time catching bugs. How many minutes did Trisha spend catching bugs? So boys and girls, we're going to analyze the problem. It is a two-step problem. So we notice that Trisha went outside with her dog for 45 minutes and she rode her bike for 34 minutes. Now, there are two ways, boys and girls, we could solve this problem. But today we're going to focus on combining the time she played with her dog and the time she rode her bike to get the sum. So we're going to add, boys and girls, the 45 minutes plus the 34 minutes. Okay, boys and girls, we already know how to add. So we have our hundreds place, our tens place, and our ones place. So we have 45, then we have 34. Now we need to find the sum of both numbers. Let's begin. Let's add our ones place first. So we have 5 ones plus 4 ones. That will give us 9 ones. Then we go to our tens place. We have 4 tens plus 3 tens. There we have 7 tens. Now that we have done that, boys and girls, our answer should be 79. And so if you have 79, you are correct. Let's move on to the next step. The next step is we need to find out how many minutes Trisha spent catching bugs. So therefore, the total amount of minutes was 120 minutes. So we have to subtract 79 from 120 minutes to find out the amount of time Trisha spent catching bugs. Now, boys and girls, let's go step by step to solve this problem. So again, we're going to use our hundreds frame to solve the problem. So we have 0 ones, 2 10, and 100. From that, we're going to subtract 79. Now, we are going to have to regroup boys and girls because there is a 0 in the ones place and it is smaller than the number in the ones place that we are subtracting. So we will go to our tens place and we're going to borrow a 10. Now we have 10 that we will take away 9. So 9 from 10 will give us 1. Now let's move back to our tens place. There is 1 in the tens place. So we know that we have to regroup again. Let's go to our hundreds place. We're going to take away the 100. Now we have 11 tens. So from that, we will take away 7 tens. So 7 from 11 leaves 4. Therefore, our answer is 41. Now that we have practiced multi-step problem, you are going to do this one independently. So let's read it together. Madison is reading a book that has 325 pages in it. She read 148 pages over the weekend. Then she reads 83 more pages on Monday night. How many pages does Madison have left to read? Now, boys and girls, remember all the strategy that we have learned. I'd like you to do drawings, draw pictures, however you can to solve the problem on your own. Now, boys and girls, now that you have solved the problem, let's review your answers. So we have 325 subtract 148. So let's see. In our ones place, there are the 5, so we have to regroup. So we will go to our tens place and we'll borrow a 10. So now we have 15 ones that we will take away 8. 8 from 15 leaves 7. Now let's go back to our tens place. In our tens place, we have 1. So we have to go to our hundreds place to borrow 100. Now we have 11 tens. So we will take away 4 tens from 11 tens. That will give you 7 tens. Let's move over to our hundreds place. In our hundreds place, there are 2 hundreds. Now we're going to take away 100 from 2 hundreds. Therefore, we have 100. So our answer is 177. Let's look at the next step. We want to see how many pages does Madison have left to read. And so we have to subtract 83 from 177 to find our answer. Let's subtract. 3 from 7 leaves 4. Let's move to our tens place. 8 from 7, we can't. And so we have to go to our hundreds place to borrow. Now we have 17 tens. And we will take away 8 tens from 17 tens, which will give us 9 tens. Therefore, our answer is 94. So if you have 94, you're absolutely correct. Good job, Northern Girl. Stay safe. We miss you. Bye.